Usually, one of the most popular roles in the game is the Marksman role. In almost every single match, whenever I check the stats of the most played heroes of my teammates, there are usually more than 2 players who mainly play Marksman. But unfortunately, if the ADC doesn't know the basics, the game just becomes so much harder to win, especially if it reaches the very late stage of the game. In this video, I will share some of the most important tips when playing as a Marksman in solo queue, which hopefully will help you win more often, and sometimes even overcome what might seem like so improbable to win situations.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! Plasma arrow?
Ideally, you'll want your jungler to start in the opposite side of the goal lane, so he will gain your lane first once he reaches level 4. But if that's not the case, and the jungler decides to start with the buff on your side first, then just help him out at the start, so he can rotate a lot faster, and hopefully farm faster than the opponent's jungler. Just make sure to not stay for that long and steal experience from your jungler. Interesting. I expected Estes to level up his second skill first. We probably could have made their Marksman super low and forced her to recall right away. But it is what it is. Always try your best to predict the opponent's next move and be as unpredictable as possible with your movement. This Sicilian is overstaying the bottom lane. He's a mage that needs a lot of farm in the early game, but he's wasting lots of those precious farm on the mid lane. I haven't seen the roamer and mage for quite some time. There is a good chance they are coming this way. I saw that they were taking the turtle, so I thought that most likely I'll be safe to play a bit more aggressively and go for the kill if Hanabi put a foot outside the turret's range. Not in a million years would I expect a Sicilian to come here in this situation. If he knows how Sicilian actually works, his priority should be farming the minions in the mid lane and helping his team take the turtle. But seeing him clear the goal lane like this, now everything makes sense. Anyway, a lot of times you might not have the perfect start, which made this even better, because it's more realistic and you'll learn what to do when you're in such a situation.
Launch attack!
She just activated her Inspire. I will just wait until it runs out before continue harassing her. Hanabi is such a weak marksman, especially in the early game, that Mia should have no problem winning the trades. Learn which marksman has the upper hand in the early game and play accordingly. If the marksman you are playing is stronger than your counterpart, then be more aggressive. If it's the opposite, then play safer and request help from your roamer. Now that I have vision on their whole team, I can go for the kill without any worries. Once you have taken down the first turret, you don't need to stick to the same lane the whole time, especially if you don't really know where the opponents are. Our Estes is saying to keep pushing, but that's usually a waste of time, or even worse, falling for an obvious incoming gank. You could have seen that gank from miles away. I was hoping to trade their mid for a bot turret, since the mid turret is way more valuable.
This technology may stop my people from returning to the domes. Your team destroyed the turret. Our turret has been destroyed. Killing spree. An ally has slain the turret. Request backup. Mega kill. Our turret has been destroyed.
Here, our jungler got caught out of position.
Request backup.
I saw that his HP was dropping really fast. He had a very low chance of surviving this, and probably the rest of their team is in that area. I had to choose between getting a guaranteed turret or try to help an almost dead teammate, and if we failed, they would have gotten an easy triple kill, and we would have lost a golden opportunity to take down a turret for free. I think the choice is pretty obvious. Oftentimes, you will encounter inexperienced teammates criticizing your in-game decisions, but if you know what you're doing, just keep focusing on your gameplay and ignore the background noises.
Well played. Driver salvo activated.
Now that I'm quite fed, I should start looking to join the team fight. Mia is pretty good at surprising the enemy's backline, so I will just wait a bit until they are quite distracted, and then I will fully engage. Even though I'm chasing Balmond, my eyes are still paying attention to the map. On most occasions, when you're playing a marksman, in the early game, your main priority is to farm as quickly as possible and get those core items that will help your damage power spike. They are all in the top lane, so I will use this chance to take down the Lord while they are being distracted. Estes is pinging retreat, XT. A little bit of vision from the roamer would have been quite nice. Once again, just waiting for a good opening before I show myself. Their comp allows me to go full damage in this game. I can just pop from behind them and kill them almost instantly. But if they had an assassin like Hayabusa, then I will usually build one defensive item, such as Wind of Nature. Just gonna keep doing the same, show up on their backline, and delete them immediately. Estes has been quiet for quite some time. Instead of trying to explain yourself, which will often be a waste of time and be disregarded anyway, it's better to just stay focused and let the result speak for itself. I hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching. See ya.